I'm not gonna lie. I had probably the best night of work in a long time last night. Now, I don't know if it was I ain't been at work in about a week or I'm not about to be at work for a week. But man, I promise you, that week off really refreshed me, and I was really productive last night at work. Definitely. I went through all my pictures and my SD cards, and I organized some of my pictures and my photos and things of that nature. I'm in the midst of completing a documentary. I guess I make documentaries, not movies. I guess I figured that out. Because normally I have a thing where I want to make movies, but I can't make movies because my thing don't even have a plot. I just be filming. So that's what I was definitely doing last night. But I definitely want to go hit submit on this freaking camera lens. But I think I'm going to go by the pawn shop in the next few days to go check out the particular lens. But yeah, work was pretty cool last night. I got to work with my favorite coworker. So she was forced to listen to me talk all night because I was going at it. I call her my favorite coworker because she like keeps it real, whatever. But it's so many layers to her, and every time we hang out and talk, I be learning like a little more about her. So it's really cool, whatever. And she's definitely like, everybody got their issues. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people who got issues like to keep it internally. Not like me. If I got a problem, I'm going to talk to you in the moment about my problem. And hopefully, me talking to you or you talking to me will help me alleviate some of their problem. I can move on to my next problem. But some people like to internalize things, or they look to, I guess, a certain avenue in a certain area of life to help them conclude the answers. You can think about like religious people. Like religious people like to tunnel their issues internally, and when they do it internally, they like to bring it to one particular area, and it's God. You know what I'm saying? And that's a really good thing to do. But I always noticed, me growing up, I was always looking for human stability, So with me looking for human stability, I tend to look for humans to help me develop what I need to have. But I will say, everybody communicate with and in a humanly form is God-fearing. And I feel like we all have levels, you know what I'm saying? We have levels of our spiritual needs, And I would say with me, I need refreshers. I need God, Jesus refreshers. I don't need the necessary consistency. And I think I would need consistency if I lived a lifestyle where I needed more of the substance, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying nobody's perfect, but I would say my focus is near perfection. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing that's perfect is God. And you have to learn about God to get perfect. So in my particular case, I don't want to say like I'm making excuses, but for me, it's like internalized. And I feel like I'm at a good place now. But to feel like you are and are is not. And for me, honestly, I'm at a point in my life where when it comes to religious celebrations and sharing, it's more fellowship, It's more for fellowship, and I'm not in a fellowship mood. I don't know what happened. I used to be more fellowship, but, I feel like right now I'm easily influenced, and I don't want to be going through fellowships. Because I will give you an example, throughout the week, in my decompressed time, I'm normally reading or sleeping. But if I were fellowshipping, it would be all in that time. 8 o'clock, I'm trying to find me a bed. You feel me? So when you're fellowshipping, you kind of fellowship. And when you fellowship, you're growing and expanding yourself with somebody. So that's challenging for me because it's so many layers with me, and it's like I don't mind sharing you this information, but I don't like the way that we fellowship religiously, because when you fellowship religiously, it's like every single thing you do is based on comparison with God, and it gets a little challenging. It's like, well, God had distractions, but when you read the Bible, you hear about the distractions, but his distractions were different from ours. But it's not saying that's an excuse. It's like God did it, you can do it. It's like yes. But it's kind of challenging for me to really accept somebody telling me what I'm doing is wrong when the outcome is not negative. The outcome may be negative in their eyes in translation to God. It's like, hey, what the Bible says. Oh, okay. That's what the Bible says. I got the translation. That's what I got from the Bible. And in my opinion, the Bible is what you get from it. It's not necessarily what somebody's telling you. Somebody can be an educator, but I don't think each individual who reads the Bible and talk to you about the Bible is the sole all-knowing of the subjects. Because, it's interpretation, And I'll tell you why it's interpretation, because it's only one concept of the Bible, and you have, millions and millions of, I'll say billions of people learning and interpreting it, to the point that we have different versions of the Bible. And it's like, that's interpretation. Now, I will say it's really critical to have that as your foundation. As I said, it's my foundation. So a foundation is what you're built on. Now, what makes you strong and how you gain strength is a totally different conversation. Because you have to feed yourself righteously. And that's what I feel like I do. But whenever you're planting something, you definitely got to evaluate it over time. And, I definitely need refreshers. So I definitely will focus on that. But man, last night just opened my eyes up to me being productive, and I was really enjoying putting them pictures and stuff together. I was getting my Instagram, my Facebook jumping. So yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. I got a really, really busy day today. I gotta do some interviews today, and then I have to go by the pawn shop. Definitely go by the pawn shop, and I need to do some more paperwork. So wish me luck out today. I'm subbing the rest of the week, and I think I'm gonna hit the Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing, man? I'm going to say I can't sub today for Mr. Blankenship. I just got off work from last night's shift. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You'll see me tomorrow and Friday. Yes, ma'am. No problem. I will say, if something come up in the afternoon, I should be available in the afternoon. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a rough night. Yes, ma'am. Thanks for calling, though. Yes, ma'am. All right, bye-bye. All right, bye-bye. So, definitely awkward situation. I literally just got called in the sub and had to deny. I just got out of work last night. Brother like me ain't about to. I'm not about to work no 16 hours. Definitely not gonna do that. That's a no. So that's gonna be my plan there with that. So, gotta keep your head up, stay righteous, stay focused. All right, peace out, holla.